there's crays in here, so they will move this around out there.
There you go.
Mate, what?
Bionic, mate.
What?
Well, I came for a bit of Elstow history, and when this one's got over the cord, I got it. Well, it was an early start this morning for me and Bradders. It's been a long layoff as well, 12 weeks off of fishing with a boy being born. Luckily for me, Scotty's invited us down to Elstow. A little guesty, we've got a night over here. Love you, old in true Scotty form when we get here. One in the bag, son?
Lucky morning.
Skills. He's too modest. Yeah, quick cut the snaps, we'll slip this one back and then we'll go down to Mar Swim and Scotty's going to give me the masterclass on Elstow.
Let's do it.
So Scotty, we are in the famous Headlands. I've been gagging since we came down last year and done that dialed in with you. If you ain't seen it, Extreme Deep Water Fishing with Scotty Larman on Atomic Tackle TV, get over and look at that one. Mate, you are the legend of Elstow as far as I'm concerned, so I need to know exactly what I need to be doing in here and how I need to be doing it.
Well, you sort of know, but we'll go through it again.
Yeah, remind me, yeah.
Basically, there's a feature out there. I fish it at 20 1/4 wraps. And on top of the feature, he's probably about 28, 29 foot, but all around it, it's 30 plus,
right.
35s.
Really deep then?
Really deep.
Deepest I've ever
Yeah,
fished.
really deep. But that feature there sees a lot of bait, it's clean, the fish visit it a lot. It ain't really been fished a lot lately, to be fair, but so it needs fishing properly.
Yep.
So we'll do that with the old marker elastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Run me through that again, just to refresh me.
Basically, how I approach it is we'd clip it up to the feature, which we know is 20 1/4 wraps.
Yep.
And then we'll put some marker elastic out the end of the rod, about 100 mil at the end of the rod.
Yep.
Sling it out,
Mm-hmm.
hit the clip nice, not too hard. And then what I do is leave it in the clip, put your rod on the alarm, tighten it up so it's bowstring tight to the feature without moving the lead, without moving it.
Yep.
Your marker elastic should be somewhere in between your butt ring.
Right, and that accounts obviously.
That accounts for your swing back.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you know 100 mil out the top of your eyes where your elastic up. You clip up at 20 1/4, and then as you tighten up, that elastic needs to finish.
That'll come back.
And that's about what, 10-foot swing back in?
30 foot? About 7 to 10 foot.
7 to 10.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you tighten up to your lead and your elastic is either too far on your reels.
Yep.
Well, it'll always be that. That's the only way it'll go wrong. It means you've either hit the clip too hard.
Yep.
Or you've got a bow in the line and your rig is off the front of the feature.
So swung back and missed.
Yeah. So then what you do then, you either work out if you've hit the clip too hard.
Yep.
Or you just put a little bit more on the clip to allow for the bow in the line.
Because there's quite a big wind here today.
It don't look like it, but it is.
Yeah.
I mean, sitting here, it looks okay, but as soon as you go out to the end of that platform,
you're getting blown apart.
Yeah, you're getting blown. You're getting blown. So it will. I'm guessing when you've slung your rod out there, you won't be finishing at 20 1/4. You will be putting a little bit on the clip.
Right.
And then once you know what you've put on the clip, then you know what to put your spom at.
So the distance where the marker finishes to where you put it, that's how
Exactly.
much I take off my clip.
Exactly. So what you'll know is, obviously we start off with a marker elastic 100 mil at the end of the rod.
Yep.
But if you've had to put, I don't know, half a rod length on, that marker elastic's going to be half a rod length out the front.
So you're going to want to do the same with your
So you do the same with your spom.
You're going to end up with the same bow.
Exactly.
And you ain't going to be able to straighten it out.
So I'll be honest though, I mean, I do that anyway, but I don't think, because of the depth of the water and the undertoner, I don't think you're as accurate as we think we are with the spom.
It's going to spread out.
It's going to spread out.
Yeah.
So. But obviously the mix that I mean, I haven't made this mix up, but what I figured out over the years is to put, I like fishing with bits.
Yep.
Chops, boilies, whatever, hemp. So you just got to make it as heavy as possible with liquids and whatever else, ground bait.
Well, I did notice, obviously, last time you was here, you was using really heavy liquids.
Yeah.
You was glooping it up so that it was really heavy. So
That's it.
I've sort of mimicked that here.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of activate, bit of ground bait, some hemp tigers, maize, bit of corn,
Yeah.
and then I've doused it in a little bit of lake water, and I've also put a bit of smart liquid on
That's
it, just to make it as gloopy as possible.
Because that's going
as
to drop
heavy
down.
as it's going to be.
That's like cement.
Yeah.
That's what I like. It's cement
That's how it's
basically.
gotta be.
That'll just drop straight to the bottom, and you know you got some bait out there. But like I say, I think it's going to spread out anyway.
Nice. All right, well, look, I'm itching because I've been gagging since we last come down
know.
here, mate. I'm so happy you managed to get the guestie, and I ain't been fishing in a good 3 months. So the last time we was at actually was when the stays on, I think. That was the last time I fished. So, yeah, I'm itching, so...
I've been a few times since then.
Just a few, yeah. Right, let's get cracking,
Sound.
mate. Show me this microelastic business, and, yeah, let's get them out and
do it.
get some bait out.
Yeah, man. Right, so I just wanted to talk about the rig that I caught the fish on earlier. So for starters, I'm not really a rig man, if that makes sense. Like I haven't got loads of rigs I use. And it is important, but it's not the most important thing to me. I tend to sort of focus myself on locations and baiting strategies and things like that. But anyway, this rig here is probably what I've caught 99% of the fish out of Elstow on. So it's probably nothing that nobody ain't seen before. It's a Ronnie style, and I use plastic. Hence, well, main reason is because of there's a lot of crays in here, and they will literally strip your bait off in minutes. So basically, what we do, I sort of tie up a Ronnie style rig with fluorocarbon, and I use a curved size 4 trapper from Atomic, and then I also trim down a piece of double corn, just so I can get this sitting exactly how I want. Now, this isn't sitting like a pop-up, and it doesn't lie flat. How it ends up sitting is basically on the lake bed, the hook will be like that, so it'll be sitting like a claw, and the bait will just be wafting above it. So it'll pretty much be like that. Now, for me to get that sort of presentation, what we have to do is the hook bead, probably can't see it on here, I have it as far back to the eye of the hook as possible. And that keeps it sitting in that sort of scenario. Now, if I want to change the way this rig works, I can move the hook bead up and I can put a pop-up on it, and it will change the situation, and it'll have it sitting up like that. I very rarely do that, to be fair. Depends on the situation out here, because I might add this rig, I will probably only put in a clean situation out there or low-lying weed. Otherwise, it will just the hook point will get snarled up in the weed. Also, using the 25-pound fluoro wire soft, it gives it a rigidity. So the hook, because it's a carefully balanced bait, it'll always come down like this. It'll always push itself out, and it'll also reset, because obviously, like I said, there's crays in here, so they will move this around out there, and I know whatever happens with the crays or the bird life, it'll always go back to its reset mode like that, ready and waiting.
So the rods are out, son. And for those that don't know, I think it's only right, since we're down here at this historic venue, that you run us a little history lesson, mate. Obviously, some people might know Pit 1, Pit 2. What's the lay of the land?
Well, there's plenty of history, as you know. It's a bit different nowadays, obviously. You know, it started off with what we're on now, Pit 2, which is obviously the only lake now. And it used to be divided into 2 lakes. So we had Pit 1 over the back there. This was Pit 2. And if you wanted to come onto the complex, I'm going back years now, you'd have to come onto this lake first. And if you was all right and you made the grade, i.e. you was a nice person and you could handle fish, then you'd be offered your ticket on Pit 1.
So you cut your teeth on here.
Cut your teeth on here. But back then, I mean, I was on here 2013. I first come on Pit 2, and I came on here. My brother said to me, "I'll get you on here," and I was like, "All right, I'll give it a go." And it was a different lake then, because obviously this didn't have as many fish in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was very tricky, and you had some real hardcore on it because you still had the mother in here.
Yeah.
So you had mother fever going on in here. So yeah, it was a different lake then. And then you'd get your ticket onto Pit 1 once you know, everyone found out you was a nice guy. And Pit 1 was like proper fishing. Loads of bars, loads of old fish, loads of big fish. You know, if you go back 20 years, Elstow, I think most people know about it, but it was like the land of the 40s, land of the 30s. You know, going back in the 90s, it was just, the amount of 30s in there was ridiculous. And then coming to the end of the 90s, 40s were just a joke. And then fast forward quite a few years, and now we're here just on Pit 2. Obviously, Pit 1's gone. It's been filled in.
It's all flat now, isn't it?
Flat, all part of the HS2 agenda, unfortunately. And we slowly moved all the fish from Pit 1 into, which is now Pit 2.
I bet that was an experience.
Yeah, that all got done over a winter as well, actually. It's all done over October to January.
Nice.
They were all caught, brought over here safely, dropped into here, and then here we are now, Pit 2.
This mega venue.
Mega.
Stacked with Elstow originals.
Stacked of, you know, new Elstow, old Elstow, and everything in between, really. I mean, there's a lot of fishing here now. The fishing on here is a bit strange because the tricky part of it is getting the fishing right. Does that make sense? So,
yeah.
So you know, like you go to some venues and it's like, no matter if you get it right, being on fish is not enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just scratch your head and go, right, I'm getting a bite. This place is different. If you get everything right before that,
You're in for a good one.
you're in for a smash up.
It's like what you showed me this morning. I mean, you can't tell the difference in a drop between 35 foot, 40 foot,
Yeah.
and 28 foot.
You can't.
Because it just feels like forever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, you let it to the water, you take your slack off the surface, and it's just down.
And you sort of switch off and you go bang.
And
there
then
you go.
it drops, and you go, yeah, sweet, got a drop.
Yeah.
And like you say, if you're not up on them bars,
Yeah.
well, you ain't catching, are you?
No.
So like you say, they could be showing all over you,
Yeah.
you could be 2-3 foot off,
Yeah.
and it's completely affected.
Yeah,
So
completely.
I can understand the getting your head around it.
So Pit 1, going back to Pit 1 very quickly, how we're fishing in this headland on that feature out there was 30 of them features in Pit 1.
Right, okay.
Yeah, which were half the size. Like talking, you know, a gravel bar with 20-foot difference, 25-foot difference in depth, that's only half a rod length wide.
And you got to land on
And
something.
you got to land on that, yeah?
Yeah, so yeah. It's a different game, isn't it?
A completely different game. And that's why, I mean, I'm not saying there's not any other lakes in the country that are like that, because there probably is, but not to that extent.
No, Elstow itself rings in history, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
I think now everything's in here, and like you say, it can be quite prolific. I mean, I see your catch reports coming.
Yeah.
You can have a good hit there on
Yeah.
here, but you got to get it right.
If you get all the, I mean, just compare it to one of my other syndicates where, like on the Manor, like you could be on fish and they're all over you,
You still can't catch it.
and you're doing everything right and you're not getting a bite because the fish are just like,
Yeah.
nah, mate, you're having a laugh. Yeah, look at his rig, we're not having that. Yeah. Whereas here, you got to get everything right before that, and as long as everything's right, the baiting, the accuracy, when them fish come on, you're having them.
Yeah.
You're having
Well,
them.
we see it on the last feature we shot down here.
Yeah.
It was mental, and that's what's made me want to come back. So
Yeah.
I'm gagging to get into them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I slung my rods out in the background on that shoot. I had 3,
Yeah.
and I weren't really fishing. I chucked them out, but yeah, I can't wait to get into a few of these. And we've only got today,
I know.
tonight, and tomorrow. So it's like time's a ticket.
And luck would have it, and it hasn't been fishing that well
No.
the last week. Look, there is bites coming out, but it isn't being Elsto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where when you're on fish, you'll have 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it's sort of like there's a bite here, there's a bite there. So that's what's happening at the minute.
it only takes a minute, doesn't it?
Well, it does. Yeah, and it takes, as you know.
Yeah.
I've sat here in the mornings in this exact swim, gone on the phone to someone like you. I don't know what's going on. And all of a sudden, bang, 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 all 3 rods go, pack up, go home.
Done.
Yeah?
Well, let's hope it's a bit more prolific than that. I don't need it to be full Elsto, but I
yeah, just a little taster.
I want to dip your toe in it and have a little few.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think afternoons rolling in. They're definitely on the flats. It's
100%.
warm, and we know they go there from the previous session. So fingers crossed they push out.
They always vacate to there.
Yeah,
they always just push out, especially when it's humid or there's a wind flying in there. And actually, at the minute, we've got wind flying in there, southwesterly, and it's humid, so they're going to get in there.
Yeah, it's just.
But they will come out.
Yeah, so fingers crossed for tonight. Bit of action.
Yeah.
And we'll get a little taster of what.
Just a
little taster of what Stoke can
taster.
do.
I mean, I just want you to have a taster.
I just want.
Yeah, because this is my home.
Yeah.
So I just want you to have a taster.
Yeah,
but I'm sure you
Do
will.
you know what? It's nice to be out. 3 months off. Look, I'm behind the sticks again. Bit rusty. Bit rusty this morning, ain't gonna lie, but yeah. Fingers crossed for the evening. It has been a rather quiet day by Elstow standards. We got the drone up earlier on, as you do, just to get the lake shots for the film, and as they were last year, stacked over the flats. There's a shallow bit up there, it comes right up to about 8 foot, quite a few fish over there. So fingers crossed history repeats itself, and lo and behold, this sort of time now, coming into evening, about 4 or 5 o'clock, they tend to push off the flats, and they're going to go 1 or 2 ways. Fingers crossed they come this way. As long as I see them showing behind the spot and to be right, we should be in for a winner in the morning. Wind's set to drop off this afternoon as well, so he's going to get another bucket or half bucket of bait, refresh the rods, get them out there, spot on. Scott is just behind me, he's ordering us up some dinner because it has been a long day at it. And yeah, we're just going to see the evening in. So that's state of play at the moment. We have had extremely hot temperatures last week, but it is a little bit cooler this week. So I'm hoping that, combined with the fact that we've put a decent bit of bait out, it should be standing us in good stead for this afternoon and some early morning bites. So, like I say, we'll get that wind off, we'll get the bait out there, get the rods refreshed, go into the night quietly confident. And hopefully there's a big photo call for Brad in the morning. Well, I don't know what time of the morning it is. I can't see nothing other than that light that Brad's got in my face. But the left hand has melted and I'm gently playing the first one into the bank. Luckily for me, I swapped over last night to braided mainline because I was getting cuts up the line and yeah, weren't happy. So onto the braid and yeah, we've got our first one. And let's just try and get this one in the net. Brad, if you can step back, mate, I'm gonna have to go back and get them nets. Oh, it's a fully. It's always worse when you see them, isn't it? No, we're not going that way. So we've just checked the time and we've literally got about 45 minutes till first light starts to break. So I'm literally going, stick her in a sling. It's nice and deep here in the margins anyway. And we've obviously got permission to stick them in the retainers. So try to get this one back out. I've got to get it wrapped up, looks good to go. Size 4 trapper, still pin sharp. Really pinned, couldn't get it out. But yeah, still sharp. So nice and easy, quick bait screw. 13mm extra buoyant cell, pineapple goo. The only one that was out there on a pop-up, funny enough, on the edge of the spot as well, left-hand side, furthest left. But yeah, literally clip the lead on, wrap her up, send this one back out. I think that was a little token bite. I think it's going to be a bit of morning madness, so probably not going to get me head down, probably just going to flick the kettle on, make a cup of coffee, and I'll sit up and wait till sun comes. Well, there she is, the bite from the early hours of this morning. First one from the stove for me, on this trip that is. And what a beauty, mate. One of the little ones, one of the stockies.
Lovely, mate, yeah.
Fully scales, a few in here?
There's a few a lot bigger than that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there's a little crew of them that are like mid-30s to upper 30s in here, that are just like that.
Elsto fully gang.
Yeah.
Well, literally ain't gonna keep her. Couple of snaps, rods are on the dance floor. It's prime time now, so we'll get this done and hopefully the rods start singing. There is Elsto. Completely different contrast to yesterday. Really high pressure, baking hot temps. Still had the wind on yesterday. But yeah, overcast today, a little bit of drizzle this morning. Obviously we slipped that fish back, just made the boys a coffee. And we've had an absolute perler on the middle rod, so fingers crossed we get it in. Still got two on the spot. They're fishing feet apart. We know that from, oh, that's just come off the peck. We know that from Scotty's marker elastic trick. Fingers crossed, it's about to be a busy morning. Ooh. Mate, what?
Bionic, mate.
What?
Yeah, you just lost all that again. No.
Mate.
A scrap, mate.
Did I? RendezVous, baby.
Is that one scrap like that this morning?
No. No. Oh.
Is it another fully?
Oh. Oh.
Very easy.
I'm gonna walk back, bro. Oh. 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 Oh.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, that's a proper one.
Yeah. That's nice. That's. Oh, let's see. Look, gill plates. Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, that's a crusty.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
Ain't the
old.
ain't the one you had the other day, is it?
Nah, that's old, mate. I tell you, yeah, it's spoon lip. I call them spoon lips because all the old ones, the bottom is just like a spoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Feeding on the gravel.
Yeah, they're just like a spoon, mate. Yeah.
Side lip.
Yeah. Yeah, that's normally where they go in there, sides. Yeah, there you go.
As Scott touched on when we started this film, Elsto is the original free on the spot water, so I ain't gonna waste no time. She's unhooked in the net, Scott's looking after her in the net, get this wrapped up, straight back out on the spot. Beauty of the Scott Larman rig, you don't even have to change the bait, and obviously with the atomic hooks, still pin sharp, straight back out.
£30 4.
Well, I came for a bit of Elsto history, and when this one's got over the cord, I got it. Scott is confirmed, it's one of the originals out of pit 1. Just over £30 an ounces, but it really don't matter. Look at that. Absolutely epic. All I can say is thank you, Scotty. Really appreciate the invite. And I don't think we're done yet either. Definitely getting some snaps of this one in the album. We'll get her back because she is an old one. Hopefully, I'm being greedy now, but hopefully a few more. Whoa. So I just want to touch on, obviously, the mix that we've used for this session because it's extremely important for fishing this deep water. We need to get the bait down in that 30 odd foot. So Scotty suggested obviously mixing up a bit of particle with some heavy liquids and incorporating a ground bait into it with some boilie crumb and some boilie. And as you can see, this stuff it's like paste. But when you put it into the spom and you pack it down, it goes into sort of an hard lump and it will hit the bottom, and as it hits the bottom, or as it hits the water rather, that's what's going to come out and drop down, and it's just to guarantee we can get something down there, because with this big wind, big open pit, if you're spomming out loose stuff that's nice and light, it's just going to drift off and spread out even more. So the clumpier and heavier you can make the mix, the better. I mean, it don't look too appetising to be fair with you, but they're loving it out there, so I'm going to carry on getting these out. And hopefully we can nick a couple more bites before we leave. I mean, I'm absolutely buzzing just slipping back that bit of Elstow history, man, but I'm well aware that this place is like a box of chocolates, and yeah, you must have caught some special ones in here. Like...
I've had a few. See that there? That is just like tip of the iceberg, isn't it?
It is, mate, yeah. I mean, what's your top 3?
Top 3 is top 3 standout ones is that brace, fully scaled brace I had last autumn.
You literally said there's a pack of fullies.
Yeah, there is a pack of fullies, that's them. There's a few more as well. But actually they were the smaller ones out the pack. There's a couple in there now that are upper 30.
That I see that brace shot, man.
Yeah.
Jake took that, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was, it's insane.
So that is my standout last year. Oh, actually, same session. I had that one they called Gary's Lynn, which is another standout one. I've got loads, mate. And then obviously the main one is the Pump Snags Linear, which was a pit 1 fish.
Yep.
Then we moved it into here, and it ain't been seen since. So that's nearly 3 years. And I'm not saying it's not in here, because when that was in its prime in pit 1, that was like 2 captures a year. So it could come in here and get lost quite easily, you know.
Yeah. Main targets for everyone?
Oh, hot cross bunfish.
You had that?
Yeah, I had that last same sort
Film
of
that,
same
yeah.
spell, wasn't it? Yeah, that is one of the main targets. It was the main target, but then obviously some of them other ones have started coming through, and people are like, oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's a nice one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's insane in it. The stock's just, like I say, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to pop up. Like, you had a mega one the other week.
Yeah.
Like,
45 years old.
Yeah.
No name.
Black.
No name.
No name.
Just old.
Just Elsto.
Just old. Just old.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's a mad place because it's not full of 40s.
Nah.
But
they're old.
they're all old, and they're all like really unique, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I don't even weigh them. I don't even weigh them here.
It's
I do not
criminal,
weigh
isn't
them.
it? But you don't need to.
Now and
like,
again I do. If I feel like, oh, I want to, just depends. Like mainly I don't weigh them.
Yeah.
But if I feel like I want to, then I will. But generally I don't weigh them. Like
Just-
that one I had last week, I didn't weigh it.
Just admire them. And
Just look at it because, all right, it's probably 30, might have been 33, 34,
Does it
I don't know.
matter?
But if it was 30 or 34, doesn't really matter, does it?
well,
You're still holding the same
If it's
wicked fish.
mid-20, does it? Like,
Does-
when
yeah,
they
do you
look
know what
like
I mean,
that.
though? Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it. I
It
do.
don't matter. I know a lot of fishers go, you need to weigh them because we want to look at, and if the fishery say, like, I want you to weigh our fish because we want to monitor them, then I would.
Yeah.
But we already know what's in here.
It's an
you
epic
know.
place, mate. It's unreal. You are blessed to have it on your doorstep, mate. 'cause
100%. And it is literally on my doorstep.
I would be down here all the time.
20 minutes, I'm home.
Yeah, no, it's epic. It's epic. This is going to be a long push, isn't it?
Yeah. Happy?
Well worth it, mate. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me down, man. Really appreciate it.
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure.
All good.
It's a shame we couldn't have both sort of, I mean, I had one, but they just, I think what happened yesterday, you know when that hot weather come in, they vacated out of here, went to the flats, stayed there for the day, and then drifted out last night.
Took a while though. Took a while. It weren't too early hours that they got off them flats, so.
And my right hand rod, which is normally cray proof, plastic boilie,
Yeah. Gone.
so they've had the plastic boilie. They're, I think anywhere in the margins, they're ruthless.
Tough
Is
going,
what it
mate.
is, isn't it?
Look, let's get back in the autumn.
Yeah.
I fancy a 3-night
100%.
tear up.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, on that note then, I will catch you on the next episode of Rendezvous somewhere else with someone else.